Hello and welcome back, everyone. Thanks for joining me. So today we have a new shrub to put out in the garden, and it's going in a troublesome spot of the garden that I've had a tough time with. It's a spot that likes to hold moisture or stay a little bit more moist. So this shrub should do the job, and it's a shrub I rediscovered on a hike with my girlfriend. We found it growing along stream edges and the swamp edge. It's a native of the eastern US, and it's called Clethra alnifolia, or better known as Summersweet or sweet pepperbush. Now, this variety is called Ruby Spice because it has pink fringes along with the white flowers, which white is the native color of this plant. But the reason I chose Ruby Spice is you can probably see behind me, it's going next to Joe Pieweed with that pinkish flower, cardinal flower, which has the red, and the hydrangea that has the white. So it should go well, trying to mix all those colors and just take them all in. And another reason I chose this plant, well, it gets roughly 5 feet high by 5 feet wide, has great shape, great foliage, and even though it has a dainty flower, has wonderful smell, and bees just love it. So we'll see how it does in the spot. It should do well. And you may notice that it has fresh new growth coming up. So if I wanted to prune this, I could prune it now. Typically I would do it in winter or spring. But if you're looking for more cuttings, just cut it back, strip some of the leaves, and get new cuttings, and I could have sweet pepperbush for ages. Now, when looking for a shrub or other plant, if I'm not growing it myself, I'm going to another nursery, I like to look at the roots. Now, they had 2 pepper bushes in stock. This sweet pepper bush has nice roots that are not root bound. It fills the pot, where the other sweet pepper bush they had, the roots only really went down to a few inches above the pot or from the top of the pot. So if you want success, try to buy a plant with a healthy root system, and always remember, right plant, right place, so you have better success with your plantings. Well, everyone, here's the spot in the garden where it's going. It's going next to Joe Pieweed, the cardinal flower, with some ostrich fern down here, and then the hydrangea right over here. Now the spot in itself, it's probably about 4 feet wide. And if the plant gets roughly 5 feet tall, it should just come over this rock wall here. And if it gets too tall, I can always prune it. But it'd be nice if it does come up just a little bit. And that way you can just enjoy the flowers. Gives you a different view if you're up here looking down, or vice versa. But the reason this spot is typically more moist than others is there's a spring that comes down the hill. It likes to run underneath the rock wall here. And just been a pain of a spot. The soil is very good actually, but it's just one of those spots that's a little bit hard to deal with sometimes. And it's always been tough digging here. But know what I'm looking for. There's only so many places to dig this plant. And I'm not going to add anything to the soil because the soil here, as I said, is actually pretty good. when I made this bed and I extended it out, I added cow manure and leaf mold. So the soil is actually really good. Enough nutrients to really give this plant a nice head start. I actually had to hop down here to get this plant in. Let's take this plant out, see how it looks. Now I probably have to dig down another few inches or so, but this should fit this area nicely. Just by looking here, it already fills it out. And it's something I've been looking for a long time. I will say though, the way the flowers are, I might just turn this around. But in the meantime, I have another few inches to dig. And being in New England, there is stone everywhere. Just trying to cut through all the stone and soil. Now, believe it or not, this property used to have a cow on it. We're closer to Main Street. There used to be public grazing up behind me way back in the 1800s. So everyone in this area, you had a cow, you could let it graze. It's actually really cool. But I will say, being in New England, you're forever dealing with rocks. Let's see here. A little bit more. Just a hair more. I'm sure other parts of the world, because I know I do have a lot of viewers from the UK and Canada, you probably have somewhere in your country something similar. What is this? Old tag? Look at that. Little piece of ceramic. Looks like an old glass ruler. There's a little hole right here. I'm forever finding stuff, pots. Found metal soldiers. Probably from the 1950s or so, just digging. More of that glass ruler here. We found an old metal toy station wagon once. Marbles. It's like good digging for treasure sometimes. There we go. Get this Joe Pyeweed off it. That doesn't look too shabby, I must say. But I think it does actually go pretty well. It's a little bit brighter pink than a Joe Pyeweed, which helps it with the cardinal flower and the hydrangea, but this actually looks really nice. Let me see. Let me try turning it, see if I like or don't like anything better. Now, I already knew where this was going to go, but sometimes plants just look better positioned a certain way when you change them or turn them. I kind of like that because it's a little bit higher in the back right now. It should really help out everything. So I'm just going to go and fill this in. And as always, when you're planting a new plant, water in nice and heavy because you want that plant's roots to reach for the soil. Now, you may have noticed too, I didn't break up the roots or do anything to help it out that way. I didn't think I really needed to. I do like doing it most of the time. It's just one of those days where it is what it is. I mean, the roots seem pretty healthy. They weren't pot bound by any means. So it should work out pretty well. I'm just trying to firm this in with my foot a little bit. Help it out. Get all this soil out here. And just firm it in. Because like I said, this plant will be floating. Not too careful. How about that ostrich fern a little bit? Kind of threw some dirt on it. Probably not too happy right now, but that's okay. And that is it, everyone. We have the pepperbush planted. If you're having trouble in a spot that has moist soil, not overly wet but moist, take a look at sweet pepperbush, because as I said earlier, it has great foliage and it turns a beautiful color in the fall. Flowers in August, which is sometimes the hardest part of the year as far as flowering, and it gives great structure in a hard to do spot sometimes. Now, time to get out of here. Well, that's all I have for you today, everyone. I'm going to add this little glass piece to my collection of all the things I find in this yard. Like I said, it looks like a little glass ruler. And we will see how this sweet pepper bush does. I'll have to let you know. Thanks for watching, everyone. And until next time, bye-bye.